Warning Wednesday. Hi, welcome to the Froggy Five. I'm your host, Jim Freilich, founder and managing partner of Froggy Companies. And today I'm glad to be joined by Peter Bartash, the CEO, founder, and managing partner of Port One Companies out of Boston.
Yeah.
So I'm going to shift gears with you, totally answer this any way you want, but it's with all the deals you've done. I want a good warning. I like a good takeaway warning that I can give out to people on Wednesdays of like, don't do that. I did this. I paid for it, but I learned from it. Move on.
Only one? I get one warning?
You can give as many as you want, but if you don't have any, we'll move on to how all your deals worked out perfectly.
I thought at one point that this only applied to real estate, but I think it applies across the entire investing spectrum. If you look at the opportunities and times where we've done really, really well, there are always cases where we're able to control our own timing, and cases where we've had challenges or otherwise had outcomes that we're less excited about. We've been forced to either transact or execute at an inopportune time as a result of an underlying structure, whether it's an option contract or it's a liquidity issue or it's some other concern. So my one warning would be to think about these different areas of risk, right? Time risk, capital risk, execution risk, right? Less so in individual silos and more about how do I look at these risks broadly and solve to be able to create the flexibility I will need in order to control my timing at the end of the day, because you can't control what's happening in the broader market. And today, markets are moving faster than ever. It's extraordinary. I have conversations with our team at 9:30 in the morning, and then by 11 a.m., all of the fundamentals of what we discuss have changed as a result of things that we have no control over. And by 3 p.m. in the afternoon, they've changed again. And it's not better or worse. It's just that it's evolved. And if you don't have an eye toward being able to control your timing, you will be forced into an outcome that you do not want. So that's not a specific mission statement necessarily, but I think paying attention to the fact that you might have a very quick term business plan or a very short concept of sort of getting from point A to point B, and it might seem simple. But being simple isn't easy. And you don't need a plan B, C, D, E, and F necessarily to go hedge that bet on plan A. But what you need is the ability to make sure that when you're ultimately ready to exit or consummate that outcome, it's on your terms and at the time that works for your plan. And putting yourself in a position to do that is, I think, one of the most overlooked opportunities in business, but also one of the greatest challenges that people face as they move forward.
Okay, well put. I like that warning. And the great thing too is that the police and fire sirens came on behind you as you were starting to lay out that warning, and it was just great. This worked perfect. Hey, thanks for having me on. If anybody else wants to find out more about what we're doing, please come to froggycompanies.com. Check out our 3 different business areas. We also have the Froggy Fund 1 that's now open for up to $18 million. We're going to be investing that $18 million across a diverse number of assets, cash flowing and ground up. And I'm really excited about this fund and really confident that we can outperform most of the other people out there in terms of what we invest in and how we do our due diligence and the type of partners we put together. So it's great talking to you, and see you next time.